Like, what the hell is up with good teams losing to Mitch Trubisky? It's a travesty. But frankly, I gave the Bengals a ton of shit about it earlier this year, and I'm doing the same here. You're in timeout, Tampa Bay. Do better. Welcome to the jungle, everyone. I'm Kyle Phelps, and oh man, things are shaking up this week. It's starting to feel like we're getting into an NFL landscape where it's just like the NFC East and everybody else, and the Bills, and also not the Commanders, obviously. But before we dive into that, I'd just like to ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. It'll help my channel grow, and it'll help you guys catch all of my videos. So since we've basically tripled our subscriber count here in the last couple of days, I'll go ahead and give a brief overview of how my power rankings work. It's like a tier list format where we really try to only focus on the top 14 teams, otherwise known as my playoff picks for this week. I used to try to go over every team, but then I kind of quickly realized that there's no way to do that. Well, not quickly, it took me a whole year, but there's no real way to do that and keep the videos to a watchable length. So here's the bottom three categories, and you can argue with me if you please, but I don't really feel the need to justify because honestly, who cares about these teams right now? Semi-interesting highlights include the Steelers, who won a big game, but they may have also stunted Kenny Pickett's development in the process. So kind of a Pyrrhic victory when you think about it. The Broncos, who I didn't move because they really just confirmed how bad I thought they were last week, so I just kind of kept them in the same spot. And the Colts, who finally showed some signs of life with a big offensive performance against the Jaguars. But now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive into the teams that matter. Leading off the playoff hopefuls, we won't spend too much time on the Chargers and the Packers because, both of those teams haven't really proven to me that they deserve to be in the playoffs right now. The Packers yikes lately, honestly, yikes. And then the Chargers, they're competitive, but at the same time, that was a rough primetime game last week. So we're going to start off with number 14. We got the New York Jets. That's right, the Jets are a good football team, y'all. Robert Saleh was the truth after all. I still don't really believe in Zach Wilson, but damn, Breece Hall is a problem. Number 13, the Tennessee Titans, who were on a bye this week, are staying in place, so we're not going to analyze that too much. Number 12, the Patriots beat the piss out of a bad Browns team, but they're doing it all with a third-string quarterback. That's insane, if you think about it. Number 11, I had to knock the San Francisco 49ers down a bit for losing to the Falcons, but, the Falcons might be on this list in a week or two if they keep it up. So, the main thing with the 49ers is they really have to get healthy before I start considering them to be, legitimate contenders again. Moving along, we're going to talk about the contenders. Teams that I fully expect to see in the playoffs and could even make a Super Bowl run if they put it all together at the right time. At number 10, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What the hell is up with good teams losing to Mitch Trubisky? It's a travesty. But frankly, I gave the Bengals a ton of shit about it earlier this year, and I'm doing the same here. You're in timeout, Tampa Bay. Do better. At number 9, it's the LA Rams. Congratulations for beating the worst team in the NFL to a pulp this week. Yay! I'm a little concerned, though, that they didn't take a lead until 11 seconds left in the third quarter. But hey, a 14-point win is a 14-point win, and a lot of the other teams have been making room for y'all to come back into this category. Much like my number 18, the Cincinnati Bengals. I've been telling y'all that the Bengals turned it on in Week 6 last year offensively. And what did they do this week? 132-yard, 2-touchdown performance from Jamar Chase alone. Number 7, I've got the Baltimore Ravens. Now, losing sucks, I get it. Lamar melted down at the end of the game, and I'm not really sure he's worth that contract that he's asking for, honestly. Who knows if the Ravens are going to stay up here for now. But honestly, the Giants are a really good football team right now, and there's honestly no shame in losing this one, and you're still at the top of the division with a tiebreaker. Finally, at number 6, I've got the Dallas Cowboys. I was ready to torpedo them in the rankings this week for that first half performance against the Eagles. I said it during my stream. I'm like, my boy Majestic YT, I was like, dude, this This isn't looking good for your Cowboys in the upcoming rankings, but they came back and had a legitimate chance to win that game on Sunday night. They need to show me a little bit more before I consider them Super Bowl contenders, but they're right there. And then lastly, we've got the Super Bowl contenders. Amazingly, the Minnesota Vikings are here at number 5. And do I genuinely think that they're going to be in the Super Bowl? No, I don't. But honestly, they are 5-1, and I don't really know who else to put here at this point. Number 4, it's the New York Giants. This week it wasn't Saquon Barkley. He looked okay, but he didn't look amazing. It was that defense. They held the Ravens to 10 points in each half, finishing it off with the clutchest of turnovers in a late interception and a game-sealing fumble. Number 3, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. There's no shame in losing to my perpetual number 1 team. It's just, it was a game-ending pick from Patrick Mahomes, which, kind of bothers me a little bit. Where have I seen that before? I can't seem to remember. Anyway, number 2, I've got the Philadelphia Eagles, who quieted the rise of Cooper Rush this week. They brought the hammer down early on and rode the running game all the way to a finished-off victory. And I know the Cowboys came back, but I kept saying, I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be able to complete a comeback because that Eagles running game is just going to be too good at clock management. Finally, at number 1, we've still got the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, who is stopping them at this point? The Jets? Maybe my Bengals will be in a better rhythm by the time we see them in Week 17. Right now, I couldn't tell you looking at their schedule, though. The Bills are insane. And there you go, my power rankings heading into Week 7. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I'll feature the best ones in my next power rankings video. Like this one from I Am Hydra, who said, "Love the video, found you from the raid." It's a real simple comment, but I wanted to highlight it. And for the few subscribers to the channel who might not be aware, because most of you at this point are from the raid, but of course he's referring to Tom Grossi raiding my channel on Sunday Night Football stream the other day. We had over 700 people in the stream at one point, and for my small little channel, that was absolutely nuts to see how my subscriber count has pretty much tripled at this point. I'm glad you're liking the content, I Am Hydra. Hopefully I can put out some good content and make the most of this jumpstart from the absolute legend himself. And by the way, anyone from my channel who isn't aware of Tom Grossi, if that's possible, you should go check his channel out. He focuses on the Packers, but trust me, unless you're an absolutely bitter Bears fan, you will enjoy his channel. But like I said, that's all I've got for this week, guys. We're going to keep following this long 18-week march where the NFL refuses to separate anyone other than a top 3 or bottom 3 team. For now, you can always find me at KylePhelps92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/ThePhelps, ATBNetwork.com, the Battle of Ohio podcast, which is on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and right here if you subscribe. But like I said, I appreciate all of you tuning in, so I'll leave y'all, as always, with a hootie!